You will never feel fulfilled unless you have a purpose. And let me explain why. Right before I get into the reasons on why it's so important to actually have a purpose, I wanted to give you some examples of what a purpose looks like because it looks different to everybody. But here are some of the main categories. And I'm also going to tell you guys some examples that are not big enough and they're not complete. So, some purpose is related to yourself, such as personal growth, becoming the best version of yourself. Sometimes it can be for other people, such as I see this being a big trend on social media, retiring your parents or giving your parents the life that you want them to have, or anybody around you, any of your loved ones, or even external people, a bunch of people, just lives that they deserve. Another one which I find so beautiful is also for the spiritual side. So for God, doing good deeds and really using every single opportunity that He gives us and using it to your benefit in His image. That's very beautiful. Another one is also just career. Some people strive to have such a strong career and that gives them a sense of purpose. And another one is also just like inspiring others, improving the world, spreading beautiful words to the world, to people. And yeah, I think those are the main ones. And some that are not strong enough, for example, happiness. Happiness is not enough because happiness is an emotion. Our emotions are constantly changing. And you will not be happy 100% of the time. You have to accept that we are all humans. And unfortunately, what social media does, is that it portrays people's lives being so glamorous, so beautiful, so joyful. But you don't really see what's going on behind the scenes. I think therefore we lost the idea that we're humans and life isn't always easy. So yeah, so any type of emotion is not good enough. It will not keep you satisfied for long enough. Another pretty obvious one that you will not feel satisfied off of is materialistic things or money. Yes, it could give you some sense of purpose, and that is completely fine. But the issue is that you have to dive deeper than that because money can be achieved in many ways. And what purpose does is that it gives you a sense of direction of which path are you going to take in order to achieve that. So finances is too general for a sense of purpose. It can be part of your sense of purpose. Of course, you can have multiple sense of purposes, but it cannot be your main one. So now diving into why purpose is so important. Well, I just named one. Obviously, it gives you a sense of direction. It makes you know where are you going. Another one is motivation because let's face it, we are always gonna find hard times in our journeys to success. But what's important is to remember hey, listen, this is why I'm doing this. And just remembering that should give you that sense of motivation. I'm going to do this because this is what I want. This is what I strive for. Another one, it gives meaning to life. If you don't have a purpose, then what's the point? There's no point of anything. So it truly gives meaning to life. Another one is that it gives you strength to persevere when life gets tough. If you know what you're striving for, nothing in that way will be able to stop you if that is exactly what you want and if that is your purpose. Another one is that it actually helps your mental being. And there was actually studies done that the people that have a sense of purpose show significant lower rates of anxiety, depression, mental illness. So now that I have given you a little bit of a general explanation on purpose, I wanted to share my perspective in my life on it. And I wanted to show you examples from just a regular teenage girl. I do have multiple purposes. Actually, basically all the ones that I mentioned earlier on. So personal development, becoming my best self, doing it for others, for my family, for my future kids, inspiring others. I love inspiring others, and I think it is actually one of my favorite comments ever when somebody says, wow, like you're such an inspirational person, and I truly feel inspired by you, and I really feel like I learned something from you. That is like my favorite thing in the whole entire world. Like, you guys don't even understand. So that's definitely one of my biggest senses of purpose. Then of course for God, and lastly finances too, but it is lastly for a reason. Now, I will not lie to you, I love posting on YouTube so much. I love reading your guys' comments, I love interacting with you guys, but it's not 100% easy to post constantly either. Like, I don't want to show you guys the beautiful side without showing the more negative one, because that's not how it works. Life is all with balances, with good and bad, right? So posting constantly and finding what you have to post about and coming up with ideas and stuff like that, it's not the easiest. But yeah, I still love doing it, of course. It is my sense of purpose. Some people will start posting on YouTube just to make money, and let me tell you, that doesn't last, because that money and those materialistic things will not satisfy you in the long end. And that's why, like, at least for on my side, most of the motivational speakers I listen to either on YouTube or wherever else on podcasts and stuff like that, you can feel that they have a sense of purpose of spreading beautiful things across social media. And the most successful motivational speakers that you will see today, that was their purpose and they fulfilled it. And now because of that, they express things so beautifully that it's incredible, because they love doing it. You can always feel that energy. So yeah, I'm going to end this off here, and I wanted to thank everybody that commented very sweet words on my latest posts. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for supporting me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.